You hurled me into the depths, into the very heart of the seas, and the currents swirled about me. All your waves and breakers swept over me. I said, I have been banished from your sight, yet I will look again toward your holy temple. The engulfing waters threatened me, the deep surrounded me, seaweed was wrapped around my head. To the roots of the mountains I sank down. The earth beneath barred me in forever. But you, Lord my God, brought my life up from the pit. The story of Jonah is one of the earliest stories that we learn about. It's one of the earliest stories that we teach to young believers about really big fish. It's a story we've heard so many times that it's just something we gloss over now. But the point of the story is so much more than just really big fish. And if you think it's only about really big fish, then ironically, you're missing the really big picture. It really is a story about God and redemption, a story about uncommon love, a story about God's grace for those who run, a grace that is given to those who have faith. There are a few verses we're going to be taking a look at. Verse 4 and verse 6. Verse 4, I said, I have been banished from your sight, yet I will look again toward your holy temple. In verse 6, to the roots of the mountains I sank down. The earth beneath barred me in forever. But you, Lord my God, brought my life up from the pit. John mentions the holy temple here in verse 4, and later again in verse 7. Being banished, being separated, being stuck in this water prison, but still looking towards the holy temple.